Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Fight on these two. Let's go, Blue Lady. Watch twist. 15, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
You don't want it.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Let's go, baby.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Yellow.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fight on these two.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Deep ball for Goodwin. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike 319.
Don't get nervous.
Half.
99. Check 99.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
It's second down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tight left. Odd. 3 down. Odd. Hey, check.
Smooth.
Mike 57.
Oh, here
Monday.
Oh, check.
Here we go.
Now Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, eat. Here we go.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Alert.
I'm coming for you, son.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there, a 22.
Mike 55.
Check tight end. Check tight.
What's that?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Danny.
Out.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. We go.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. It's caught by OBJ. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Danny.
57's the mic. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds Beckham complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here it comes.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Mike.
57's Mike. Hey.
On first down, Blackburn. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D.
Bang, 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 bang. Check, crunch. Crunch.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight end right, tight end right.
We're scoreless after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
I smell fear in that offense. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Regular.
To the air, Allen. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenny Young gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact that...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown for Dave.
Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Solomon Thomas. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
It's a party now.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Yellow. 180.
Mike 52. Mike. Foxtrot. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Right side.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on.
Some pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch it.
Half.
Switch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Allen. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
52's the mic.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yellow. Let's go 180. Fight down these two.
Let's make these babies cry.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Check.
This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check 52. Shit.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. William Hayes. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Man.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
$57.
Watch the run.
Check 43.
Check 37. Check 37.
Go.
Allen now operating from the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
$3.19. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
$56, right there, 56. Stop your whining.
25, check 25, check 25.
No, off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Again, it's Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, check Mike 57. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Let's get the ball.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Check 4.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Right there.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie.
It's our time. It's our time. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sione Takitaki just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Allen now on first down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Watch safety creep.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back and go full strength.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big series right here.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Yellow. Archie,
Use the mic. Go.
15.
Hey, Mike 52.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check curls. Mike,
and again, it's Mahomes. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, 57 color.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Bears 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Check.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
34 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On first down, Allen. He finds his target, Beckham. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Blackburn. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Joker. Hey, switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Good job, offense.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A loss of 2 there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. 56, 56. Look out.
From the gun, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
Throwing again. Allen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. He's scared. Mike, 55.
Pass 85, pass 85.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
What's that?
Now Allen operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Yellow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Easy. Hey, watch that.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Right here.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 15.
Mike's 59.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Deep ball for Goodwin. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Blackburn. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Half.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Slam. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blackburn
Watch the twist.
got some room at the 30.
Let's go. Come on.
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now Allen. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Alert.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Allen. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Mike's 56. Cut.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, his pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jags, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bears,